Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is the first ever Forage for It challenge. I've got 5 hours to catch and cook something to feed myself using whatever gear and equipment that I have or that I find. Let's do it. Wait, hold up guys. What is this? Oh, this could be a good spot for us. Someone already left the Y stick there. You know what guys? Let's just take a look at this spot right here. We got people fishing all along the bank here. I wonder if maybe I could cast out and try to catch a fish right off the bank. And then do our little catch and cook right here if it works out. There's kayak, there's boats. There was a boat back up here. Huh. Let's get the rods out and make a few casts. Okay, so apparently I already had a white rooster tail tied onto this rod, so let's give it a few casts and see if we can catch us some food. Our drag is good. Give her the old cast. In all honesty, I might be able to just launch the kayak right from here and not even have to worry about going to the boat launch. So what I'm gonna do is set up one of my rods with a bobber and some bait, and another one is just gonna be kind of a rooster tail or a moving bait, and see if we can catch anything out of this area. If not, we're gonna move on or launch the boat and see if we can go find fish in the main lake. So this kit right here was made to catch us food, and I've got a lot of the bases covered. If you guys haven't seen the video, please pause this and go back and watch that video. We've got a lot of goodies in here, but what I'm gonna do is unpack this, rig up, keep some of these things on my person so I have them on me at all times, and then like I said, we're gonna try to do some fishing. So I want these little maggots here. I already got a bobber. I shouldn't need a weight. I got my knife, pliers I'm definitely gonna need, and then my little thing of rooster tails. Okay, so I've got my little size 8 long shank hook here, and let's tie it on. It is a overcast kind of day. Nice clouds protect me from the sun, but there is a chance of rain. So I am a little bit worried about that, but we'll see. Oh, fish just jumped. Nice. See guys, we might just launch the boat from here. I've never launched the boat from here. It's typically too shallow to get back here, but I could launch the kayak right from here. I have no problem, and possibly catch us a fish. So, got my bobber tied on about a foot leader, and I got my little tube of little nibbles here. I'm gonna put 2 on. Neon green, we're gonna start with something a little bit bright so the fish can see it. Throw it out, let it sit. Somebody already set up a little Y stick here so we can lay it down and let that fish for us while we tie on a rooster tail or a beetle spin and see if we can catch fish actively. There we have it. Just a little baited hook. That did not go very far. Thank you to whoever left this Y stick here. Let that do its thing. I see some bluegill. I see some very small bluegill over here. They're really shallow too. See if we can try to catch them. There we go. They're eating it. They're eating it. Oh, guys, this is good. I can see them eating it right now. Just took one of my little nibbles, waiting for the other one to disappear. Oh, okay. I pulled it out of his mouth. There we go. Got one. Got one. Hey, first fish of the challenge. He's a little too small to eat, but we got the bucket, so let's get him put in the bucket and see if we can catch some more, guys. There we go. Got our bucket here and our fish. There we go. Nice. There we go, guys. One bluegill for bait. Let's try to catch some more. Now there were some pretty small ones that I saw. I'm just gonna adjust my bobber here, my depth. And I'm gonna use my gulp maggots because these guys last a little bit longer than the nuggets typically do. So let's grab one of these guys. But that's the first fish, so let's see if we can get some more. Right up here. Well, as much as I hate to report it, we haven't caught any more bluegill, but I do see fish chasing minnows and stuff right in this bay. So what we're gonna do is get the kayak down, get the gear in the boat, and we're gonna launch and see if we can get on the water and try to catch fish that way. So there's two things we're gonna do before we hit the water. One, I put my sun gear on, my UV shirt, I got my hat on. And two is we're gonna actually fill this bottle up so that we stay hydrated on the water. So, I'm gonna take our water, try not to spill it or waste it. And the one thing that I did actually remember is that I have my work vest with me, which means that I got something special. So this right here is my work vest, and I like to make sure that I'm hydrated at work, so I keep these drink packets, these Squencher electrolyte drink packets, in my vest. So I've got 2 of them, which is awesome, so that I'm not only just drinking water, I'm actually getting some sugar and some electrolytes. I will pick that up in a minute. But that is freaking sweet, guys. So, boom, we'll make it a point to drink this whole thing, replenish some electrolytes. There we go, pick up the trash. And now that we got this made up, we're ready to get on the water. Okay guys, it's time to get the kayak in the water and do some fishing. Okay. Just like that, we're on the water fishing. We got a nice little cove here, guys, all to ourselves. First thing I'm going to start off with is this little tiny rattle trap that we put in our kit. Like I said, those fish were eating little minnows and stuff, so we're going to cast it around. Doesn't go very far because it's not very heavy. See what we can do. Nice little breeze. There's a lot of people out today. Summer has officially started for the kids. Let's try the old beetle spin. fish are small, then hopefully we'll be able to cut them up for bait. This guy, nice little cast in the zone. Let's see what happens. Now, like I said, I didn't bring my bucket. It's right there, so if we catch something, I'll know what we're gonna do with it for now. Good little cast. Oh, that thing just went straight under, and there's the bite, there's the bite. I missed them. Okay, we got some action. Looks like bluegill. But regardless, we got some action, guys. Did he take my nibble? Or did I scare him? He took my nibble. Okay. Well, guys, we're in the zone. Yep, that's it. Oh, moving already. Moving on. God. Oh, come on. I get so aggressive. I'm so impatient. It's not even funny. Oh, that's a bad spot. If I get bit, I won't be able to get it back. I'm gonna fish it though. Yep. I got one. Over this tree. Oh, perfect bait size. That is the perfect bait size. Oh. All right, guys. Well, one thing I did bring is this. And this guy is definitely small enough to fit inside here. There we go. Oh, this was designed to hold bait for me, so that's what it's gonna do. It's an old peanut butter jar. And we've got one little minnow in here. Give him some water. And there we have it, guys. A little bait holder right there. So, what we're gonna do is take this paracord here, tie it off. There we go. Boom. Okay. Ideally, I wish I had my bigger one, but anything is better than nothing. So we're gonna fill it up with water. And we've got a little live bait holder. Floats right in the water just like that. And all I have to do is tie it to the side of the boat. Just like this. And when I need it, we are in business, guys. That is the perfect bait size. Got another one. Got another one. This one bigger. Oh yeah. Oh no, about the same size. I bet you there's a little school of like this size bait fish down there. And number 2. Okay. Got one. Came right up and ate it. Perfect. Okay, well, we got a handful of bait. And now I say we head back to the bank and use these guys as cut bait. And we'll get out of here and head back to the bank, and we'll do some bank fishing with some cut bait. Okay guys, now that we're back, we're gonna take our minnows here and we're gonna put them in our bucket. We got 4 minnows for bait. So here we have our first little fish here and this little makeshift cutting board that I found out of some trash. We're gonna cut this guy in half and I can still see the fish in the distance chasing after minnows. So what we're gonna do is cut this guy in half with our knife and get half of that bait out there. And I think we're gonna take the smallest one that we have, the little sunfish, and we're gonna live line him out on another rod. So we'll have 2 rods out for bass or catfish or anything bigger that we can eat. It's a good little knife there. Glad I purchased that. And there you have it. Okay guys, right behind the head. Boom. Just like that, we got some cut bait. Let's chuck her out on the giant bobber as far as we can get it. Make sure our drag is decent. Okay. Use the Y stick that was already here and let that go. Alright, so tie the hook on this rod, and this rod has a little cigar bobber right here, a little 3-inch cigar bobber, and we are going to live line the smallest bluegill that we have. And just like that, right through the mouth, well, kind of through the head, and a decent amount of leader here so he can swim around. Tighten that up, and let's throw him out. Okay, we can use our tote for now, and I think I'm gonna look for another Y stick, see what we can find. And the nice thing about areas like this is you really don't have to go far before you find what you're looking for. Nice little Y stick. Bring it back over here, we'll process this, and then we can set up camp kind of. Boom, little Y stick. We're gonna take him, put him up here. Well guys, we lost our live bait by casting him a little too hard, kind of ripped him off the hook. What I'm gonna do is cut up that cut bait a little bit more into smaller slivers, chuck it out there, and just let it soak. Well guys, you win some, you lose some. We are hitting that 3:45 mark and we just lost our last little bit of cut bait. I've been cutting up those fish, chucking them out, tried bottom fishing, I've tried bobber fishing, and we're not really getting any hits from anything big. So basically, it's time for the hot dog of shame, which I don't have any shame in. I'm really happy with how today turned out, but for now, let's get a hot dog out and let's cook it up. All right, well, hot dogs are not my favorite meal, but I will happily take something over nothing. We'll use our tote as kind of a makeshift table to do our cooking on. Get out what we need. Wow, it is a beautiful day today. A little bit breezy. Got the old camp fry pan. Don't need my seasoning yet. Let's get set up here. It's my first time using this cook stove. Got a nice little igniter on here that sparks it, so you don't really need a lighter. 3-prong system, should be good to go. It's stable on this little tote. Today seemed like the right day to test the gear out, so got that set up. Got a little lid here, and let's grab us a hot dog. We got the cooler here. Put my drink in there to keep it a little cold. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the cooler as our table. Back up. Oh, just found a little fishing swivel. Keep that. We're gonna use the table as a bit of a windbreak. A bit too much. Gonna take our butter, which was hopefully going to be for our fish. Grab a hot dog here. Keep him like so. Okay, hot dogs. Windbreak here. And then let's get this guy going again. There we go. Now we're cooking. Get our butter in the pan and cook up our hot dog. Wow, smells good. And I'm not even a huge hot dog person. Oh yeah. That's a good looking hot dog. Turn that off. Have a little bit of water, stay hydrated. And there it is. Hot dog for me. Well earned, to be fair, but not what we were looking for today. A little burnt on the outside, which is actually really good. Tastes good. But man, if we could have got a fish, that would have tasted even better. But it's all good. Either way, I'm really happy with how today turned out. I got to be outside, be in nature, have an awesome adventure, test some gear, play around with some new stuff, and I really had fun. So it was a win-win for me, honestly, and next time, hopefully, we'll be able to get something other than just a hot dog. But honestly, guys, you really can't beat the view right now. And now that we've eaten all of our food, it's time to do the dishes. One of the things I'm actually really excited to use is this little straw of soap. So in the last video, I talked about how you can turn a straw into a little waterproof vessel to use for all different types of things, specifically survival kits, but there's a ton of different uses. So today I decided to take my eco-friendly dish soap and throw it in a little straw. That way I didn't have to bring my big thing of soap out. And all I have to do is cut this guy open and we can get to clean it. Super simple. Little makeshift sink works pretty well. And boom, just like that, your dishes are done. Well guys, it's 4 o'clock now, which means our Forage for It 5-hour challenge is complete. We might have failed in most people's terms, but for me, this was an absolute win. Anytime that I get out here and I get to do what I do, it's a win. So let's pack up all of our stuff and let's head home. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.